up, everybody? Just a guy here. Just a guy. I want to talk about the NBA today. And specifically, I want to talk about the Sacramento Kings. In particular, how the Kings are still so bad in clutch time after getting DeMar DeRozan. So, there's going to be two parts to this video. Part number one, we're going to look through the roster since Mike Brown has come to the Kings. And I'm going to give my thoughts and show how the roster has improved and what Mike Brown should be doing. Also, what the talent alone, since De'Aaron Fox's rookie year, I believe, has been able to accomplish for this Kings team in spite of bad coaching, in spite of poor roster construction. So that's part number one. Part number two, the game last night, Kings at Pelicans, with the Pelicans down, B.I., Hawk, Zion, of course. That's another story. Don't get me started on Zion. And Jose Alvarado, all huge pieces. Somehow the Kings only score, I think, like 2 points in the last 3 minutes. 4 points. It's really bad. Like only a few points in the last 6 minutes of the fourth quarter. It's terrible. It's terrible. But I'll leave that for part two. Here comes roster construction time.
So unfortunately, I have somehow lost the statistical review. So we're going straight into the film.
Ooh, alright. Unfortunately, guys, the NBA has copyrighted the videos I have tried to make, so that's why I did some just stat review and yapping versus just looking at the games. Hopefully I'm not gonna get copyrighted for this bullshit, because I haven't even been able to upload videos. It's really sad, but I digress. Let me make sure. Yep, okay, everything's all good. So you see the score, 6 minutes 30 seconds left. Defense is Herter in. Look at that Herter. What is that defense? And if you are going to foul somebody, guys, do not get a flagrant. Wrap them up, get their arm, and make sure they do not have an easy two like that. That is, and don't ask me why Herter's still in over Keon Ellis. I've already made my point about this. So the Kings, this is better than their normal fourth quarter play. They actually had an off-ball screen, get it to DeMar, get a good shot. That's a shot DeMar can make. See. Oh, and take note of the score. 102-91 with less than 6 minutes left. Let's see. DeMar, that's exactly what they got him for. DeMar, this was such a bad pass from Dejo. I have no idea what he was thinking. This is such an easy alley-oop. Just put the ball right there, man. Put the ball right there. And that pass, he was trying to get it through DeMar's legs. Bro, that's DeMar DeRozan. You're not going to do that. What shot did the Kings end up with? Okay, Malik Monk 3. That's a good shot. CJ was on one, but he was due. That is Keegan. Know your personnel. You cannot give CJ that space, buddy. I know you know that too. Okay, 12 seconds in and nothing has happened. That's a completely wasted shot clock. Another thing. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the 3-point era is an eternity. You have to still play to win the game. Debs takes it a little too far with keeping the stars in and keeping the pressure on. But the Kings are playing not to lose rather than putting their foot on the gas and putting them in the fucking grave, which they should be doing. CJ again, bang. Know your personnel. Malik Monk, why are you dropped back here? This has to be coaching. Neither of them know what they're doing off a simple guard-to-guard screen. You either stay or switch on CJ. excuse me, you go over the screen or you switch on CJ. That should be immediately in the game plan. Immediately, the first thing you discuss. DeMar, exactly what the Kings got him for, and this is, bro, Herb, what are you doing, man? Whatever, it's Herb. Shit happens. Actually, is that Herb or Missy that just got fucked up? It was Herb. Herb, you know better, but DeMar, that's exactly what they got him for. So you can see here, the Pelicans, they're screening, they're trying to make shit happen. They're moving the ball at least. They're not just holding it. Oh god, Dejo. De'Aaron, stay down, buddy. Gotta stay down there, De'Aaron. So, the Kings have scored 4 points in the last 3 minutes, basically. It'll be 3 minutes after this possession. Let's see what they do. Trying to get to Sabonis, but why are screens not being set? It's 8 minutes, and you've just set your first screen, which Malik went way too early. Sabonis was never there. It's an ineffective screen. Get off a good... Keegan makes those, yep. Okay, so the Kings have got... the Kings have gotten points. 7 points in the last 3 minutes. That is fine. It's crazy that Malik goes over the screen on Dejo, but not CJ. What? That is very odd coaching. Whatever. Good take by Trey Murphy, who is a player. Really going to be really good. The Pelicans are an extremely deep team. So this is where coaching really starts to be a big deal. Let's go back first. Did the Kings have 3 timeouts? Yes, they did. So the Kings already wasted a timeout. Under 3 minutes, you just lose a timeout. If you guys don't know, I'm pretty sure it's under 3, and then you can only. It might be under 2. Whatever. I'll look it up. This is where things really started looking bad for the Kings. Taking it really slowly up the court. So, if you guys were watching what I said, when people are. There's no reason for Dejo on Swipe a Fox, who can easily cross him and get back past him and just completely decimate the Pelicans defense with penetration, because there's absolutely no reason to be guarding this far up. Dejo can 100% get beat by Fox there. Oh crap, I don't know why this is happening. Okay, cool. So let us see what the Kings are doing off ball. Going really slow up. Sabonis is actually trying to call something. Keegan looks like he has no idea what he's doing. Okay, this is... So, when things are this obvious, I know, and Willie Green knows, look at him, looking right at this, they are going for DeRozan right now. So, what do you think intelligent basketball players are going to do? Are they just going to stay on their man? Or are they going to preemptively switch, or at the very least know when and where they're switching to make sure DeRozan is covered? Let's see this. Okay, they just... That's actually on DeMar, I'm pretty sure. So the Kings... This is a pretty good setup by the Kings. Somehow they got Herb caught there on the Keegan screen. I don't know how. Like, Willie should have been yelling, Herb, get over. Herb, do something. Get over the top. Don't get caught at the very least. Or screen. Like, that has to be called out. Because DeMar, what he should do, and Swipe made the right pass, is do this. You're going to be able to get right to the basket. And if Dejo comes over, DeMar can still take the shot. Oh, that's CJ even. Oh, that's such... Yeah, that's CJ. That's an easy make all day for DeMar. Or if CJ really, makes an emphasis to come here and set a screen, that's a free pass to Keegan or Sabonis. One of them is going to get a really easy bucket. I can't believe. I guess the Keegan screen wasn't as effective. We have a really poor angle of it, which, yeah, it looked like it wasn't going to be effective, but still. DeMar chose to go, so when a player chooses to go, the screen needs to be in place. That is on DeMar for going too early there. Like, there's 2 people here to get Herb off you, bro. 2. And Sabonis screens DeMar DeRozan. I want you guys to look at this. They had plenty of time to wait 2 seconds to set this up. And like I said earlier, like what should happen with this play? This tells me the players are not used to running this. Like this. Wow. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. But yeah, Herb's right with him. I would say the screen by Sabonis was worse than effective. The screen by Sabonis hurt DeMar more than Herb. And DeMar, he knew shit was off. So he's like, okay, let me get the easy pass, top of the key, and I can play one-on-one in Herb. Fox didn't think the same. And again, they're not practiced. They don't have a repertoire with each other. A little bit of a new team at the same time. That's coaching, man. So let's see. Keegan. That's just really bad defense by Keegan. But him guarding CJ that's tough. Keon Ellis again should be in. See, so Keegan is like 6'8", 6'9", something like this with a really long wingspan. And for his height, he's extremely agile. However, when guarding a guard, an NBA guard, he's not on that level. Like, I don't think he could guard Swipe a Fox ever. And I'm pretty sure that gets shown off in practice if they ever do play against each other. Same with Malik Monk, would just blow by him instantly. Keegan can guard DeMar. He can guard Trey Murphy. He probably has trouble guarding Dejo and definitely has trouble with CJ, as we saw. Okay, so the Kings, 10 seconds off the shot clock. They're going to run a dribble handoff screen with Sabonis to Malik Monk. Off ball, I don't see. Off ball, absolutely nothing is happening. Defense collapses. Monk makes the right pass. Oh, Keegan should have shot that, but Keegan's shot has been off, so it makes sense why he didn't want to. Also, in clutch time, you do want to take quality shots, and I guess Keegan didn't feel like that was a quality shot, and I'm 100% okay with that. That is a veteran play. Sabonis has Messi on him, which is a mismatch. Sabonis was on pace for, what was it, 48 and 32 after the first quarter when Messi was guarding him. But Messi plays good defense. Swipa, yeah, just really poor. Swipa feeling the pressure. Okay, if you're not going to preemptively call a timeout, Mike Brown, because the last possession was horrible on offense for them, you have to call a timeout and get a play drawn up for their next offensive possession. Dude, he's smiling. How can you be smiling after that? So he just yelled at Fox. Come on. You do not need to tell De'Aaron Fox to play defense, idiot. You need to worry about coaching and giving your players plays that are going to get them quality shots and clutch. You do not need to tell De'Aaron Fox how to have his hands out to do anything on defense, Mike Brown. Shut the fuck up. And what you should be focusing on is telling your players to go over on screens for CJ. Fire Mike Brown immediately. This is sickening. He has the audacity to be yelling at De'Aaron Fox when his player, Malik Monk, he should be yelling at the very least, screen, screen, screen. Because obviously Sabonis didn't say shit. DeMar is going to have to start coaching on the court. Like, he's literally going to have to start coaching on the court. This is like middle school level basketball. The simplest off-ball screen that can be set up that Malik Monk has vision of. This is... So Malik Monk is in terrible position. I don't know what he's thinking here. So Dejo, if he really wanted to, he could put the ball here. Like, he could put it up high. That's CJ can handle that. Malik is a very, very high leaper, but Malik isn't ready to go this way. He's not ready to defend the post. I don't really know what Malik's position here is, and again, coaching needs to take care of that. Like, Malik, right now, Malik is strongest guarding this area right here. But since there's a screen right here, this is going to be free all day, every day. The one and only thing he can do is immediately go back and dodge the screen. And if he does that, CJ is just going to change up and go right here. And Swipe is probably going to come here too. And it's just going to go right back to Dejo for an open three. Like, this is just such poor setup, such poor coaching on the Kings. Just absolutely horrible. So, you guys remember what I said. The Kings just had 2 horrible offensive possessions. You have to call a timeout and get a good play here. You have to. There's no question. 10 seconds. They've at least set a screen this time, okay? That was a good shot for Keegan. Dribbles up, gets a better shot. Beautiful by Keegan. In a night where he is having some trouble, make it as easy as possible. Good shit. Let's see what happens here. So, Sabonis dropped back, which is fine against Dejo. Swipa stepping up, taking the assignment, locking CJ up. Remember what they said. The Kings have no lockdown defender on the on defense. Wow, that was a circus shot. Refs. Oh, I think they're gonna call the foul on Keegan right there. Swipa did not foul him. Swipa has been doing really good at just keeping his arms completely horizontal, getting people right into his chest. Yeah, Keegan, dumbass shit, boy. Come on now. You're my guy, Keegan, but we know better than that. Come on now. And now you're in a 3-point game with the Pelicans at the line. Money. Still no timeout. Mike Brown. Since you have begun coaching the Kings, the main knock on you is your team cannot win in the clutch time. You cannot draw up plays. And I guess your response to that is, fuck it, I'm not even going to try. Fuck being a head coach. I just want to let the talent carry me. I have no idea why the Kings wanted to extend him. So let's see. 10 seconds gone. When 10 seconds is off the clock, plays should be happening aside if you're truly trying to run down the clock. Like, if the Kings were up 10 here, I'm fine with this. Or waiting longer. So, really, really smart coaching by Willie Green here. He knows Sabonis is going to set the pick, so he puts Trey Murphy on Sabonis, which is a luxury. That also Mike Brown has with Keegan. He can do the exact same thing. This pissed me off. I remember watching this. I thought this was over for the Kings when this happened. Malik, dude, you are so lucky this is not a turnover, Malik. And again, Mike Brown, you have 2 timeouts. This is with 5 seconds on the shot clock too, guys. Like, you can, at 10 seconds in the shot clock, let's see where we're at. Okay, here, I'm saying, okay, we now know they're putting Trey Murphy on Sabonis. Let's just give it to Sabonis in the paint and let him work. Call a timeout and set that play up. You're going to have Trey Murphy or a guard on Sabonis. You can set that up. This is just so bad. This is just so bad. It's really hard to tell what even happened. This is a really smart play by Malik. I mean, considering the circumstance, he got caught. This is a horrible position. The ball is still in his hand. I think he tried to just nail it off of one of their feet. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. They're going to get a new shot clock off a kickball because of Messi. If you don't know, guys, kickballs can only be called when you intentionally stick out your foot to hit the ball. If the ball inadvertently hits anybody's foot, it is not a kickball, even though the refs seem to not know that. But I think this is going to give them another 14 seconds. That's the only thing that makes sense. Yep. So, huge error by the rookie Missy. Like, if he did not kick that ball, it's either going to be out of bounds on the Kings, or they're going to literally have like 1 second or less on the shot clock, maybe 2 at the best. Again, why no timeout, Mike Brown? You just saw your team nearly get a shot clock violation. And you decide yet again not to call a timeout. At best, you're going to have 2 more possessions. This is probably the most important possession of the game. And you get a pull-up 3. Which, again, this is just like my talent is going to beat yours. This is a pretty good shot, but a hard shot. Swipe is moving laterally, so he has to settle his momentum and center of gravity and put that shot up. He put up a great shot. It's just a really hard shot. That is, shot quality wise, that's like a C at best, because it's De'Aaron Fox. So right now, if I'm the Pelicans, I'm feeling really good. Like that's an excellent shot. CJ just made that. They're very lucky. Call a fucking timeout, Mike Brown. As soon as Sabonis gets the ball and he does not immediately outlet something easy, call a timeout to set up a play, buddy. What are you doing? You have 2 timeouts. It makes sense for the Pelicans when you're coming from behind. You're going to assume you're going to need the timeouts to advance the ball when you're down. Especially foul game for 3-pointers comes into play, all that shit. So the Kings, 8 seconds on the shot clock. They are playing not to lose the game instead of playing to win. I don't know what that screen even does for you. Herb is right there. Even though that's DeMar, that's a horrible shot. DeMar, if he was still contested the exact same, but was right there in his sweet zone, that's going in, and I'm fine with that shot every time. But he didn't get to his spot. You know what would have gotten him to that spot? Mike Brown calling a timeout and drawing up a play to get him to that goddamn spot, man. So Pelicans can play to win or tie here. This is extremely scary for the Kings. And that's just really dumb. Willie Green, why did you not call a timeout, brother? Willie Green has been really pissing me off, and I think he's a great personnel coach. He's had so many bad challenges. Again, you end the game with 2 timeouts left, Willie Green. Why? Why not call a timeout right here? You have 2 left. If you are going to save your timeouts, use them right now. You can get 2 possessions potentially. 3 actually. Like, you have the possession advantage versus the Kings right now. You are down 2 points, but still, you need to call a timeout there. There's no excuse. There's no reason this makes sense. And this is the quality of play you get. CJ was on fucking fire. And instead of letting him take DeMar, an old DeMar DeRozan, you end up with this, Willie Green. Oh. And you don't foul Sabonis, a really bad free throw shooter. Okay, they did. They did foul Sabonis. So yet again, we are going to see if Willie Green. Oh, they weren't even in the bonus. Just what a poor show of coaching. Let me correct myself. Mike Brown, absolutely horrendous coaching. Willie Green made some really good live play adjustments to his defense and to switches, but refuses to call a timeout for the last possession of the game. And they almost get a steal. Wow, this. Wow. just wow. Oh god. Okay. Well, that's what type of video it's being. So, this is my first long form video. It went much longer than I anticipated. I made so many errors, which hopefully I'll fix. I definitely, yeah. If you guys have made it this far, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like me to review anything in particular, leave it in the comments. If you have any feedback on things that made this video either unwatchable or serious problems like that, or things that I can improve at for you to actually want to watch me, leave that in the comments. Most importantly, do not gamble, guys. If you do gamble, never, ever, 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 ever gamble anything that you cannot afford to lose. What does that mean? That means any necessities, rent, shelter, food, water, anything like that, car, transportation, anything like that. If you are going to lose a bet, it's going to affect anything like that, you should not. I'm going to take it a level further. If you are not maxing out your Roth IRA every year, do not gamble until you do that. That is tax-free money that is going to allow you to retire, alright? No matter what you make gambling, unless you're gambling for like millions, it ain't going to cut it, buddy. Your Roth IRA is much more important. Gambling is everywhere now, guys. And like I said, I gamble. I do it for fun. Gotta be really careful with that shit, alright? Yeah, that's about all I gotta say. People usually call me CK. You can call me that. You can call me just a guy. I don't really care, man. I really appreciate you if you watch this. And yeah, I have a lot of video ideas. Shit is gonna be really scuffed at first, as you can see. Even my lighting, my lighting is actually good. It's just in the worst spot to record. It's so frustrating, but that shit I can get fixed. I hope you guys like the breakdown, and I really hope, if you watch me, I hope you can get better at basketball, because I love basketball. I wish more people would play basketball. And yeah, most importantly, I hope I was entertaining, because that is what I'm trying to do. Entertain, number one, educate, number two, and enjoy this. Number one actually is enjoy doing this for me, and I had a lot of fun recording this video. I saw, and also I hope you guys saw, I watched the Pelicans game fully. There's things that you see when you break down film that you just do not see in game. Things move too fast in game. If you're at high school level or you want to get in the league, and I don't care what level you play on, have someone record you and look at what you're doing and think, how can I be better? What can I do to win these games? How can I make my teammates better? Alright? Got love for everybody. Almost everybody, I should say that. Some of y'all, hey. Yeah, and it's probably nobody watching this video, but there are some real pieces of work that I don't love because of their actions. But hey, thank you for watching. I have no idea what this video is gonna look like. There's a whole 20 minutes I was yapping after I looked at a popcorn machine where my screen just was recording nothing. I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave that shit in, but yeah. Peace out. Fire Mike Brown. Fire Chauncey Billups. Enjoy basketball.